Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast again. I am here back with another fabulous female entrepreneur. You know that we love to support our female entrepreneurs on this podcast, and we are bringing back the segment Elevation Entrepreneur, and we're going to have some great people coming down the road. And today we are speaking with Shaneisha Dodson. How are you, Shaneisha?
I am great. How are you?
I am fine. Tell us a little bit about your business, a little bit about how you got started in your business, and a little bit about you.
All right. Well, I'm Shaneisha Dodson. I was born in Arkansas. I currently reside in California, and I'm the founder of Black Girls Productions and Brilliant Girls. In 2012, I decided that I wanted to see my words come to life, so I started producing plays. And I traveled through most of the southern states up to the East Coast, putting on shows. So we went from producing plays to recently we started producing short films.
Wow. So what made you want to get into producing plays? Because I know that is a tough thing. When you hear about how Tyler Perry got started doing plays, like, it's not an easy road. So what made you want to do that? Did you have prior, experience in that? Like, what made you choose that?
I've always had a passion for writing. When I was in high school, I used to compete around the state of Arkansas in theater competitions. When I went to college, I would work in a theater department to get a fee waiver while I worked on my degree. So theater has always been my passion. And so I decided to dive in head first and start producing my own shows.
Wow. Now that's really interesting. I think this is really such a great thing. So when you decided to transition into film, what made you want to transition into the film world?
So my ultimate goal was to always do plays and to do film. So during COVID, it was a lot of isolation for me. So I was able to create different scripts, different short films, and I decided to let me produce this. I remember seeing a call online of a well-known producer saying, hey, we're doing a call for scripts. And I was like, I have something. And so I submitted it to them, and it didn't work out for me. But God said, you got the ability to get out here and make this film yourself. So that's what I did. I got out there, shot my first film. It was good. So we went on and shot the second one. Now we're in pre-production for the third one.
Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. I always love I think plays, especially plays, have just a different type of artistry to it. It's different how you present, like a play because you're in front of an audience, and then transitioning to film. I think that's so amazing. I have such a great respect for that, for that part of the arts. I think it's amazing. So with that, what are some of the hurdles that you've overcome as a woman in business?
As a woman in business, some of the biggest hurdles I've overcome is making sure that people treat you fairly and making sure that people respect you. Because when you're new in business, you have to use the spirit of discernment. Because you'll have people from all different walks of life saying, hey, we can do this, we can do that, and then they can't deliver. So that's why it's important that you're able to do research, check behind people to make sure they're really doing what they say they can do, and then just go from there. But those are like the biggest thing as women, because sometimes people see you as easy prey. So, make people respect you and make sure you do the due diligence to check behind people to make sure they're able to deliver whatever it is that they say they can deliver.
Oh, absolutely. I think just being a woman in business as well, it's like people think that they can get over on you, because they figure that I don't know why people think that women don't, dot their I's and cross their T's just like men, So I definitely agree with that. Completely agree with that. Um, so that's been one of the tougher things, to deal with and overcome in your business. What is one of your most satisfying moments, like one of your most, memorable things that has happened since you've been in business?
I think one of my most memorable is an older lady coming up to me telling me that I inspired her. I encouraged her to pursue her goals. And it went so much off of a Facebook status that I put up. And she was like, I saw that status and it inspired me. And so I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Because, when I do plays, people come up and say the same thing. Your work encouraged me, or your work inspired me to speak up about things that I may have kept hidden for, years. But it gave me the strength to speak out and, defend myself, or speak out to make myself feel better. So that was it.
Wow.
Just somebody saying, hey, you inspired me.
So give us a little background on the plays. Like what audience would it appeal to? Like we have a pretty wide audience of folks who tune in, but what's kind of like the premise of some of your plays? Do they have a specific theme, or just give us a little background?
So with my plays, I try to bring awareness to social issues, usually things that people are uncomfortable talking about. I had a show open up in 2017 on Broadway, and the name of it was Vagina Rights. And it was like a series of monologues that brought awareness to pay inequality for women, sex trafficking, depression, genital mutilation, and things like that. And every one of my plays will have some type of theme, and it's going to be some type of like maybe Christian undertone too. So it's for a diverse group of people, people who believe in Christ, people who are going through things and don't know how to speak up, or don't have, the strength to speak up. But we touch a wide range of people.
This is really amazing. I think a lot of, I think a lot of faith-based plays that you do see may happen in churches or mega churches, and for it to happen openly for anyone to be able to attend, even outside of that, I think is very important, because getting that message out, gospel, we're a faith-based organization here too. So that's really great. I love that. I absolutely love that. So when you're not doing the plays, when you're not delving into films, what are some of the things that you love to do, like your hobbies? What do you do in your downtime?
In my downtime, I enjoy spending time with my family, my friends, dancing, and working on my latest company, which is Brilliant Girl. I've developed an 18-inch black superhero doll named Sugar Mama. So that's what I'm doing in my free time, is prepping for that lunch for the doll to get here so we can see it on store shelves, or people can purchase it from online. So that's what I'm doing in my free time. It's free, but I'm still working.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Entrepreneurship is just like that. Sometimes it doesn't shut off. Like I try to tell people, I was like, it's really not work for me anymore. It's fun, and it's something, and it's part of your dream, things that you want to accomplish. So I don't really see it that much as work. But I will tell you that I want to hear about this Sugar Mama doll. I want to hear, like, who is this for? Who is this? I need to hear about this, because this is cool. This is really, really cool. Okay, tell us about this doll. Give us an update about this, exclusive update.
So Sugar Mama started. I have a niece who is like really, really chunky. She's so cute. So I nicknamed her Sugar Mama, and she has a whole lot of personalities. So she loves to read bedtime stories. So I said, let me write a story. And so I ended up writing The Adventures of Sugar Mama. And all the little kids loved it. The little girls were saying, hey, I want to be Sugar Mama. So I said, let me think of a way that I can actually give them a sugar mama that they can feel, that they can touch. So I came up with this idea to create a doll. So it all started from a sketch. So I came up with the idea right there in the middle of COVID, isolation, still creating content. And we're almost at the finish line. But it's an 18-inch black superhero doll, Sugar Mama.
Wow. I think COVID gave birth to so many businesses it opened people's minds up. I think even a lot of people who lost their jobs, they or had to take pay cuts. And I've had both of those situations happen to friends all around me. And the ones that lost their jobs were like, you know what? What's this entrepreneurship thing all about? Like, I need to talk to you. I need to get on a call, and have really started their own businesses, which is amazing. And don't even have to go back to 9 to 5 if they really don't want to, And the ones that took the pay cuts, they kind of needed to figure out a side hustle. And I was like, listen, figure out something that you are great at and see if you can monetize it. You know what I mean? It could be organization. It could be, organizing people's homes. And if you see some people's homes, the kitchen is a mess, the closets are a mess. People just don't even want to, do all that stuff. There's a niche for everything. And I especially love this whole doll situation because we need that type of representation out there. Even though, they do have black dolls, but it's still far less than what it should be. It's so. I remember getting a Cabbage Patch doll back in the day, and I didn't get one on time because we couldn't find a black one. And I mean, this was the 80s. This was the 80s. This was a while ago, but it was very hard to find one. And when we finally found one, it was at Toys R Us, and I will never forget it. My mom had to climb up on the side of the shelf. It was way up at the top, all the way to, and my mom, mind you, is 5 feet tall. She's very short, and she climbed up to try to get up. It was so crazy. It's like they did not value that, little black girls wanted, to take part in the whole craze of Cabbage Patch dolls and everything, which was big back then. So I really love this. I love this. So when will this be launching? This is saying you're launching it in the fall?
Yes, so we're waiting for the final doll to make it to the States. So we already have our prototype. We're just waiting on the final doll. And it should be here the end of next month, and then we're in production from there. So we'll just be waiting for the rest of the dolls to come. But I'm waiting on the final one so I can sign off on it. And that's it. It's been almost 2 years in the making.
Wow. I really look forward to this. I think there's so much that you can really do with that. I can think of a couple of stores that would love to carry it. So I definitely will give you more information about that because I think that's just amazing. Anything that represents us I think is so important, and just the story even behind it is just amazing. But definitely keep us posted on that. So where can we find your information? How do we get in touch with you? If somebody wants to partner up with you, and especially to push any of your projects that you have going on, whether it's a play, a film, or the Sugar Mama doll, how do they get in touch with you? Where can we find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at blackgirls12, and that's BLKGIRLZ 12. And that will show you links to my other Instagram pages, my film page, my Brilliant Girl page. Website, www.thebrilliantgirl.com. And then for plays, www.blackgirlsproductions.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Well, do you have any words of wisdom, any final thoughts that you can give to our listeners?
Go out and do whatever your heart desires. The world is your oyster. So get out there, make it happen, do your research, and never give up on you. Because the biggest thing is when people go out there and pursue their dreams and things don't work out the first time, they give up. And when you give up, that's usually when you're so close to reaching that finish line. So keep going, believe in yourself, and never give up on you.
Wow, I think that's amazing. We always see that meme. At least I see it all the time on Instagram, where a guy is digging underground and he's just about to hit where the diamonds are, but he gets tired and turns back around, and he was just on the cusp of winning, and that is really when it gets tough, when it gets really tough and it gets hard, and you're like, why are all these things happening to me? And we have to kind of turn it around and say, okay, what is this trying to teach me? What is this what nuggets of, good is this trying to teach me? And it's trying to life is trying to give you strength. God is trying to give you strength, to keep going. So I think that's amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I thank you so much for coming on and speaking with us. You're definitely welcome to come back. I would love for you to come back when you've got this whole, doll situation and everything, because I would love this. I would love to help spread the word about that, because I just think that, like I said, representation is such an important thing, in our community. Thank you so much, Shaneisha, for coming on and talking about all of your projects. I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, and I'll definitely be back. We are family now, so I'll come back when the doll is ready to go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/onyxhoney. Start saving right now.